everybody, and welcome to Quarantine Couples. Hope you're having a great Monday. So how this show works is I have two pairs of people. Today we have two great couples who are going to answer questions and see how well they know each other. What's going to happen is I'm going to send one person from each pair out of the room, and then I'm going to grill the other person with a series of ridiculous nonsense questions and see what answers they come up with. Then I'm going to bring the other person back in the room. They're going to answer the same set of questions, and then every time they get a match, they get a point. I'm going to do this for 2 different rounds, and at the end of the game, the pair with the most points at the end wins. The fun part of this show, too, is that you and the audience get a chance both rounds to pitch a question. So if you have any thoughts about what kind of question you would like to ask our couples, go ahead and put those in the comments, and we'll definitely see them get around to them. Awesome. So as always on tech today we have Brian.
Oh, it's me. Hi. Hello. Hi. That's my intro. Okay, back to you.
Yay. I'm not going to forget because I forgot once and it was sad. And...
I just gave you a hard time. I will never give you a hard time again. It'll be okay.
No, that's good. It helps me remember not to do it ever again.
Oh, now I just sound like a bully.
No, I do that anytime I forget something, is I just like make myself feel dumb for not getting it right.
No,
and then fix it.
You're crushing this. You do a great job every week.
Okay.
All right.
So let's introduce our couples. Our first couple today is Ryan and Ashley. Please tell us about yourselves.
Hi. Go ahead, babe.
Oh, we're Ryan and Ashley, and we were the couple that got married at the Comedy Spot in March.
Yeah, right when quarantine shelter in place was official and Brian married us.
This is very true. This is very true. Dana, you're back on camera.
Yeah. Well, Facebook changed how to share the video, and I didn't get it posted to the Facebook page, and I'm like, no, Facebook, why do you update things? So our second couple tonight is Alex and Jenna. Please tell us about yourselves.
Hey.
Hi, we're Alex and Jenna, and this is Henry. We're just trying to win cute points in the comments. Well, we've been together almost 3 years. We did not get married at the Comedy Spot, but you know, there's hope. Congratulations, you guys. Yeah, and we're quarantining and coupling together.
Yay.
I guess the basic. Oh no!
Oh, they brought their dog out.
We're trying to score cute points.
Oh, that's it. I'm gonna bring my dog out now.
I don't have one either.
Yeah. Sorry, Dana. I'll go find you a dog outside and bring it in.
Yay!
Well, we have to go.
This competition is fully on now.
Okay, so on that, now that we know that everyone has cute dogs but me. Oh no. We're gonna go ahead and send Ryan and Jenna out of the room and ask Alex and Ashley some questions. Okay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and ask you some questions, and you're going to try to answer them based on what you think your partner would say when they come back into the room. And you should have something to write them down on, so you're going to go ahead and write your answers down to each question, and then you'll show it and say it once you have the answer. Okay. So question number 1. Between the two of you, who is more likely to get lost? So you're going to go ahead and write down either your own name or your partner's name of who is more likely to get lost. Okay. Alex, looks like you got an answer.
Yeah, it's for sure Jenna. Like, she's like terrible at directions. Recently we were driving and there was a detour, and I was just following the detour to get around where the construction was. And she's like, "You mean like the detour signs? Like there's more than one?" I always thought it was like just, you know, get lost. Like you're there's nowhere to go. So But no, followed the detour, got out of it, but I think Jenna probably would have panicked if it was just turning the car by herself.
Nice. And Ashley?
I put myself only because there have been a handful of times where I've tried to follow Google Maps or Apple Maps on my phone, and I have to hold it the way that we're driving. I can't just look at it and go left or right. I have to hold it. And if I don't do it that way, I miss the exit 100% every time.
Nice.
That is, by the way, that is awesome. Wait, shit, I can't get the right camera. I just like that you're driving down the street, like one hand on the wheel and then the other one rotating the map around as you're.
Yep. Every time.
When I go to people's houses, I always do the like, oh, I remember how to get there, and then I don't.
Yeah.
Well, and he's really good about like his north and east and south and west, and I'm like, I don't know, turn at the gas station, and that's about right.
Okay, so question number 2. What is a job that your pair had in the past that they liked the least?
Oh.
Hopefully their old employers aren't watching.
Right. Yeah, I don't know too many of Jenna's old jobs, but the job she had before this one was at a law firm, and she absolutely hated it. Like, it was just awful, and it was like one of those like first job out of college, and you're like, oh, are these? It's just full-time jobs. Are they all terrible? Is that how they're supposed to be? And he like was not sure if like maybe I should find something else, or is that just work? I don't understand. So I'm gonna say the old law firm.
Nice. And Ashley?
I know he used to work at Carl's Jr. for a short period of time, and I just remember him. I don't know that he disliked it as much as he just found out how things are made and disliked the way that they were made and will no longer eat them. Like one of my favorite things there was always the fried zucchini, and he's like, that's the worst thing that you can get. The way that it's made is just from weeks old oil. And I'm like, well, sounds good to me.
Gross.
Right. Okay, so our third question is the multiple choice question. So go ahead and read this twice just so you can take in all the answers. So which of the following types of chip best represents your relationship? It's a relationship. Sorry. Some people like my bad puns. So A, is it classic Lay's potato chips? B, Flamin' Hot Cheetos? C, nacho cheese Doritos? Or D, salt and vinegar chips? So again, which of the following types of chip best represents your relationship? Is it A, classic Lay's potato chips? B, Flaming Hot Cheetos? C, nacho cheese Doritos? Or D, salt and vinegar chips? Okay, Ashley, it looks like you have a...
Yep.
Okay.
That's a hard one.
Okay, you want to go ahead and show us, Ashley?
Yes. So I initially put salt and vinegar because I know they're his absolute favorite. But I think our relationship is more of a Dorito because not only is it delectable, it's cheesy, and you can't go wrong with cheese.
Nice. Okay, to Alex.
Perfect. Yeah, I went with the Dorito nacho cheese as well. Yeah, I think it's not like a plain tasting one. It's very good, very consistent. Can rely on it, and yeah, it's salty but not too salty. Not like the salt and vinegar ones.
Nice. Okay, so now's the point in the game where we go ahead and ask the audience for any questions. So the audience, go ahead and put in the comments right now if you have any questions you'd like to ask. And for our contestants, Brian's going to read over the questions that he gets, and then I'll let you know once that's done which one I'm going to pick. So you don't have to answer any of these yet.
Chris Emery put in a question here. He said, who is more likely to buy a pet snake?
Ooh.
That's interesting. Let's see. I thought I had one right at the beginning of the show. I'm going to try and go back and see if I can find it. Yeah, Kareen wanted us to just keep complimenting each other back and forth for an hour. That's what this is the new show. Let's see, would their partner choose soup or salad at a restaurant? So there's another one. I think that's all the questions that were at the top. Let me come back down here. What is your partner's favorite Halloween costume? What type of bread do they get for sandwiches? What is their favorite flower? Very nice. Oh yeah, and I got that one. And if your partner were to be described by a particular type of tea, who would be taller? Okay, Evan, that's it. I'm giving away his question abilities. Let's see. I think that's favorite element and why. That's pretty funny. Okay, I think that's most everything right now. Or most memorable moment is a Michelle question. So you got a couple there. What do you think there, Dana?
Nice. Yeah, let's go with that element one. Let's say, let's tweak a little bit. Let's say if you could describe your partner as an element, like from the periodic table of elements, which one would you choose? We're gonna make it a little open-ended.
Oh man.
Because sometimes it's less about getting it right and more about being fun for me.
Let's see. Oh, here's some other. Here, while they're doing that, here's some other stuff too. Who made the first move might be a fun one. Favorite Broadway show. What is your favorite fast food restaurant? Favorite parent? I see what you're doing. Ashley, your mom's trying to get you to answer that this is your favorite parent.
Oh, God.
That was good. I saw what she's doing there. By the way, also Ashley, Kareen really likes your top bun. She mentioned that earlier. So.
You know what they say about big butts?
No, what do they say about? I don't know.
The taller the bun, the closer to God.
Oh, I did not know that was even a thing. Oh yeah, the first move one is an awesome question. I agree. I think that's great. Okay, all right, back to you, Dana.
Okay, so our question is, if you could describe your partner as an element from the periodic table of elements, which one would you choose? If you need me to list off a few.
She can go through the whole thing.
I Googled it.
Oh. That's funny.
Okay, so Ashley, do you have an answer? You want to go ahead?
Sulfur.
Nice.
I think that one's kind of self-explanatory.
That's hilarious.
That's great.
He just, you know, if you could bottle up the smell, just throw it away. It's not fun to keep around.
Oh, that's great. And Alex?
I went with helium. Just being silly, you know, just a little wacky, but in a good way. Always lighthearted and lightly voiced. You know?
Nice. Okay. So that is the last question for the round. So if you want to go ahead and bring Ryan and Jenna back into the room, we'll see if we can score some points. It's always fun to see what people do to get their partner back in the room.
I know.
You got the dog? I thought you were going to yell at me.
Okay.
All right.
Coming in.
Coming in hot.
Okay. So what's going to happen is that Ryan and Jenna, you're going to answer these questions based on how you would answer and see if you can get a match with what Ashley and Alex said. Okay, question number 1. Between the two of you, who is more likely to get lost?
Oh, me. For sure.
And Alex, what did you say?
Yes, I said Jenna.
There you go.
For sure.
I like legitimately called Alex getting lost downtown and just be like, you know the grid, right?
And Ryan?
I am going to say Ashley. A similar reason. She never has any idea where we're at, and I like to try to get myself lost to see if I can find my way out like a puzzle. So yeah, definitely Ashley.
Nice. And Ashley, what did you say?
I said me.
Yeah.
There you go. Points for everyone.
Woohoo! I like a nice point scoring question right at the beginning. Okay, so question number 2. What is a job that you had in the past that you liked the least? So it looks like Brian.
You think I would say?
Yeah.
Crap. I liked working at Carl's Jr. Tilly's was cool, and I don't think she knows any other job that I did on the side other than Carl's Jr.
Okay, and Ashley, show us what you said.
I said Carl's Jr.
Nice.
I was gonna say male stripper, but I like that job.
Okay, and Jenna?
Well, I've only had like 2 jobs before this one, and they both sucked. But I'll say I worked at a law firm and I really hated it.
Alex?
Hey, holy cow, that's what I wrote too.
Ooh, private practice.
Everybody's scoring tonight. This is
Nice.
good.
I know she sounds so prestigious. Law firm, fast food.
Oh no, I was at the bottom of the scale of that. Like I filed papers and apparently was terrible at it.
Okay, so question number 3 is our multiple choice question of the round. So I'm going to go ahead and read it twice just to make sure you can follow along with all the options. So, which of the following types of chip best represents your relationship or your relationship chip?
Oh, don't.
I had to repeat the pun. Everyone has to hear the pun. Okay, so is it A, classic Lay's potato chips, B, flaming hot Cheetos, C, nacho cheese Doritos, or D, salt and vinegar chips? So again, which of the following types of chip best represent your relationship? Is it A, classic Lay's potato chips, B, flaming hot Cheetos, C, nacho cheese Doritos, or D, salt and vinegar chips?
That's hard.
It's so hard.
One, those all sound delicious. It's not sea salt and vinegar. Oh, flaming hot, I mean, just sounds fun. But I'm going to have to go Doritos because we're both kind of cheesy. And Doritos are delicious, and everybody likes a good Dorito.
Yeah, that's literally what Ashley said. not only the answer, but like the reasons why too.
Yeah, holy shit. That's like, it's like she stuffed the question into your face right before you came on. Like it's, holy crap. Yeah.
It's just 1 point though. It's still just 1 point.
It's still just 1 point, yeah. But it was a well-earned point though. Also, Tina wants to have chips. I agree.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, Jenna.
I don't know, but I think I'll go with nacho cheese as well.
Yes.
For all those nice reasons.
Nice.
Nice.
Right.
Wow, good game.
This is great. Okay, so our final question of the round comes from the audience. And the question is, if you were an element from the periodic table of elements, which one would you be? Like, which one best represents you?
Yeah,
Can
you
you
thought
tell
the
me
last
all?
question was hard. Good luck, kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Wish I remembered, paid attention more. Oh, you had to Google. Oh.
So if either of you have a wild speculation guess.
I'm gonna say gold because it's the only one I can think of.
I went with helium.
Okay.
That's fun. It's a fun element.
It's great.
You know,
It's close, right?
could have gone platinum, with gold. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not going to undersell it.
I don't know if you told me like 5 minutes ago that helium was on.
I mean, it is the number one. It's the first one, right? Or no, it's
There
number
you go.
2.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
but
wrong.
gold's on
It's
there
number
too.
2. Hydrogen's number 1. Okay, so Ryan.
Well, I'm struggling to even think of any, but I'm gonna go
Well, you have to go now.
oxygen,
Yeah, there you go.
oxygen because she takes my breath away.
Oh my God.
And I wasn't sure if
out of
uranium
here.
was an element.
I'm taking away a point. That was so cheesy.
No, that was great.
Hey, we're a Dorito relationship, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Cheese.
that was good.
So Ashley, what did Ashley say?
Yeah.
I put sulfur.
How far did you go? At least like the top 5. You picked like number 76 on a period.
No, it's 16. I looked it up.
I looked it up.
I put sulfur because it's.
That's all good.
That was a bad answer.
I was like, you also take her breath away, but in a very different context.
Your
Sorry.
presence lingers longer than you're in the room for.
Thank you. Even the
That was
people-
great. Okay, so after one round, we're tied 3-3. So great job, everybody.
Nicely done. Yeah.
That was super fun. Okay, so now we're gonna switch it up, and we're gonna have Ashley and Alex leave the room and ask Ryan and Jenna some questions.
Okay. Oh, I didn't bring my phone. I'll go get you.
Okay, so for our new contestants here, how this is going to work is I'm just going to read you through some questions, and you're going to answer them based on how your partner would answer. So here we go. Question number 1. Between the two of you, who is more likely to spoil the plot of like a movie or a TV show? So go ahead and write down either your name or your partner's name. Who's the big spoiler?
Me. Alex won't even like watch trailers. He likes to, I don't know, watch movies, I guess.
Nice.
But I want to know everything.
Right, go.
Okay, and Ryan?
I'm going to say Ashley. Oh, that's way. And it's because she likes to find out the endings, before we even start. So I'm like, okay, that's great. We already know who won The Bachelor, but we'll watch it anyways.
Nice. Or like watch a mystery and know who the killer is, or am I just the only one that likes gory
No,
things?
me too. Especially if they're scary movies, it's like less scary if I know who's, going.
Right.
Really? Like you look up the ending?
Sometimes. I used to do that when I was reading books too, to see if I wanted to read them.
Dana, you do that?
No, I don't. I don't want to know. I like to guess. I always like to try to guess
okay.
because like there'll be definitely some movies where I figure out exactly what's going on halfway through. Okay, so question number 2. What is one non-essential material good that your pair just cannot live without?
Non-essential. Are dogs considered essential?
It's up to you what you think that she would say.
Non-essential.
Probably thinking more along the lines of like an inanimate object.
Oh my god. And it's not, what was it that we can't live without?
Yeah. So something that they would just, they just can't live without it. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the television, because even though she spoils all of the shows we watch, she constantly watches shows all the time. But I do I have a feeling she's gonna say the animals, all the critters in the house.
Well, I'm making sure I'll clarify so that they get the same instructions.
Okay.
Okay, so Jenna?
I don't know. I'm struggling with this because I feel like I'll say what my instinct was, because every time I don't, I'm always wrong when I don't go there. So I'll say craft beer because he really likes that.
Nice.
And he'll like go far places to get it. But like, I don't know, I'm prone to string cheese maybe. The dog, definitely. Not the cat, but the dog.
Nice.
But I'll go with craft beer.
I realize
she's
now that I'm
making me-
looking at these questions together that this one is kind of the opposite of the last one. That's what happens when it's a rough day. Okay, so this is our multiple choice question. So I'm going to again read it twice so that you get all the options. So which of the following would your pair give up forever if they had to choose one? Is it A, ingesting caffeine, B, wearing shoes, C, talking on the phone, or D, driving? So if your pair had to give up one of the following forever, they can never do it again, which one would they choose? A, ingesting caffeine, B, wearing shoes, C, talking on the phone, or D, driving? Okay, Jenna.
I'm going to say coffee, ingesting caffeine.
Okay.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
You just have some craft beer instead.
Yeah, right. Just without caffeine, I guess.
Okay, Ryan.
She needs the coffee. I was gonna say talking on the phone, but I think if she could get away without driving and I drove her everywhere, she would be happy. But she's probably gonna kill me that I'm gonna get this one wrong.
I would totally love to like never drive again and then just play with the radio while someone else drives me around.
Yeah, it seems like she would enjoy it if she had a chauffeur. But...
Nice. Okay, so at this point in the game, we're going to go ahead and ask the audience again if they have any questions that they would like to pitch into the comments. I have a couple written down from last time too, but let's see, does anybody in the comments got some questions?
I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to go back to our last round. But yeah, if you have any questions we can use, go ahead and put them in the comments now. I'm going to run back and see if I can find anything from the last round. Oh, I got what's your favorite fast food restaurant? Yeah. The first move question, I really like that.
Yeah, people seem to, I like that. Do we want to just go with that? I don't want to rob the audience of a chance to pick questions, but I think people like that one.
Yeah, it was a good one. Let me see if anybody, let's give them 7 more seconds just to see if they can get anything into the comments.
While we're waiting, can I change one of my answers? Because I think I know what he's gonna say. Instead of like what he can't live without, I think it's baseball.
Oh.
I think that's the number one thing that he would be like.
Okay.
Dane, are you gonna allow it?
I don't know. This is an unprecedented event.
I know.
I was thinking about it. You know, what's not essential? I don't know if I'll agree that baseball is not essential.
I think I'm gonna just let you stick with your answer just because it's a material object, and I don't know if that fits the question, and I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
And I don't want to make it unfair unless you both want to change your answers.
No, it's okay. I don't have to change it. That way, if he says it though, at least I'll have it down for prosperity's sake that I've said it.
Okay.
In that case, I'm just gonna write every answer I think she's gonna put, just so she doesn't kill me later.
Okay, and if you're in the audience and you picked a question that we didn't use, I like to go back through the comments and pull questions out so you might see them on a later show because it makes my job a lot easier.
Well, just to let you know, everybody is definitely voting for first move.
Okay, so this came up in the last time. So your question from the audience is, who made the first move?
I actually know this about Ryan and Ashley.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what about you?
So I know definitely Mignon, and it was definitely Ryan.
Okay, Ryan.
Ryan, obviously. I was gonna say
Nice.
my hips don't lie, but I don't know how that translates.
Oh, because you were trying. But let me get back into. You were trying to dance and get her to dance with you, right?
Yeah, we were at Vanguard, and she was out with her friends, I was out with mine, and I really like to dance, and just started kind of luring her in, and she's like, the creepy guy over there, and she said she kept referring to me as her friend as this creepy guy keeps wanting to dance with us, and then he's like, he won't go away, and then she's just finally caved in on it, and then all my friends are like, dude, you need to kiss her, and I was like, all right, sure, let's do it. Like, so yeah,
Love at first sight. That's what it was.
Exactly.
Aw. And Jenna?
I think it might be debatable, but I'm gonna say Alex.
Okay.
All right.
Just for the record, if anyone wants to make a move on me, it would be way easier if you just do it. Because I'm super awkward. You don't want to see that at all.
Nobody has ever had a forum in the history of relationships to actually just say that out loud to everybody. It's going to be on video forever and forever. So,
Good.
yeah. I'm only saying it once.
Whatever makes it easier.
I like it. You go, girl.
Okay.
Just like, bring it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bring Ashley and Alex back in the room and see if we can add some points to the scores.
Where'll be a love grabber?
You know, I like to keep the audience entertained.
Well, you know what I can do is I'll just remind everybody that we if you can try and help us out, support the Comedy Spot. You can do that on Facebook, be a supporter on Patreon, or maybe make a one-time donation using Venmo. We really appreciate your support. It's one of the reasons that we are still in business right now. So thank you, everybody who has thrown in money. And if you can continue to do that, we would super appreciate it. Yeah, it's my commercial. There we go. And I'll click off. Look at that. Now it's just you.
Yeah. Okay. So round 2. Question number 1. Between the two of you, who is more likely to spoil the plot of something? So like of a movie or a TV show. Okay. Alex, do you have an answer?
Yeah, it's definitely Jenna. I feel like even like mid movie, she'll like go on like Wikipedia or somewhere online, like find out what's gonna happen, so she's ready for it, and may or may not let me know in the process.
I like trivia. Sometimes the trivia is the end of the movie.
Yep.
Nice.
Boom.
Hey.
Oops.
Verified.
Okay. So Ashley.
I'm gonna say me for almost that exact same reason. I'm super not patient when it comes to stuff. I just want to know if I guessed it right or not, and I'll do the same thing. I'll Google it and just be done.
I said Ashley because
Yeah.
Alex and I are dating the same woman.
And we rule.
Okay, so question number 2. What is one non-essential material good that you cannot live without? And we also clarify that it's an inanimate object.
Multiple
So-
times, my bad.
Okay. So not real objects. Inanimate?
No,
just the fake objects, Alex.
But-
like an object that doesn't move.
oh, I see.
Yes,
Like
it's
a
not a
fish.
living creature because we wanted to not.
Yeah, all of
include-
us said dogs.
Yeah,
That
that's what I
doesn't
would've
count.
said.
So do either of you have a guess, Ashley, Alex? Ashley?
I'm gonna guess that he would say my phone, only because I'm on it a lot, like reading nonsense. Like I'll just read nonsense.
Television spoilers.
Yeah, television
Right, there you go.
spoilers. Yeah, BuzzFeed, Google, whatever.
And what did you say,
I
Ryan?
said the television. Yeah, don't hit me.
Okay.
I totally I give you crap. You're on your phone all the time, but we always have the TV on.
That's true.
But you can live without the dog.
Yeah, no.
I love the "don't hit me."
The look on her face, just like, are you kidding me? I can watch television on my phone.
I can. That's my phone.
Okay, and Alex?
Yeah, it's unoriginal, but I might have to go phone too. I feel like I'm on it all the time, and I don't know, probably more than I should be.
Oh yeah, but I said craft beer,
Oh yeah.
and then I said baseball, but I don't care.
I was gonna say.
Okay. So our next
Hey,
question
now we're
is.
thinking of all the good ones.
right. That'll work.
I mean, sometimes the fun of it is just to see what people can come up with when they have like a big open-ended question.
Yeah.
Okay, so question number 3 is our multiple choice question. And like I told the other two, I realize now that when I wrote them all down, these two are kind of similar, but you don't realize when I'm frantically writing questions. Okay, so which of the following would you give up forever if you had to choose? Is it A, ingesting caffeine, B, wearing shoes, C, talking on the phone, or D, driving? So if you had to give up one of the following forever, what would it be? Would it be A, ingesting caffeine, B, wearing shoes, C, talking on the phone, or D, driving?
Man, I think I'd go with caffeine. I'd get rid of the caffeine out of there.
He loves to drive.
Nice.
Boom.
I was trying to kill caffeine, so.
I would get rid of shoes. Is that not right?
I said driving because
Oh,
if somebody could drive you around everywhere, you would you'd love to take that.
that's true. That's true. That's
Nice.
And you like comfy shoes.
I do.
You have 5 million of them.
I do. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. They're a better relationship than us.
I just know you. You don't know me.
There you go.
This is a
Okay.
dangerous game.
Right. Oh, no.
Yeah, this is a dangerous game. We should have to sign a waiver before we.
Hey, no one's ever broken up as far as I know from being on this show.
Yes.
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 Right.
And sometimes you get the answers wrong, but say the cutest things, you're like, oh, that's adorable. So you get cute points. Okay, so our last question. Who made the first move?
I definitely did. And I made the first move to answer this question as well. I did.
Zing! Wow.
Hey!
Able for some reason.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna. What this is like? Who initiated the initial conversation, not who asked who out.
There was no clarification given, so however you want to interpret that.
Okay, I'm gonna say Ryan, only because he was the first one to approach me in a semi-adorably but also creepy way.
No.
Ryan, what'd you say?
Ryan, obviously. and I even explained I was the creepy guy at the club who she came to.
I just thought he needed a friend to talk to.
Of course, yeah.
You can be both.
Yeah.
Or a sponsor at an event.
Okay. So after 2 rounds, Ryan and Ashley have a very respectable 5 points. But our winners are Alex and Jenna with just 1 more with 6.
Wow. Nice.
Good job.
Yeah, good job.
But this is definitely a very high-scoring game, so you should both be very proud of yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, me and Alex are gonna have to watch movies together and
Right, there you go.
Well,
Me and
already
Ashley are
know
gonna have
the
a great
ending,
time.
and you're
You're
gonna
know this?
All they're gonna do is
I was just gonna say, I feel like this whole show is just an audition to who you could double date with. That's what this really is.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
not true.
well, fun fact, I actually use Alex's WWE login, and Ashley and I do WWE events.
We do.
Oh,
Pay-per-view
well, perfect.
Well, there we go.
Or
I'm just waiting on a return for HBO Max. That's all.
Like we go way back.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Well, I just want to say thank you to Ryan and Ashley and Alex and Jenna for being with us tonight. You were all so great, and this was super fun. Thank you, Brian, as always, for doing the tech, even when I don't remember you're here.
It's okay. Well, and before we get out of here, I just want to really quickly, just really fast say again, thank you to everyone who is a supporter on Patreon and Facebook. These are all of our Patreon supporters, so thanks to each and every one of you. Also, all of our great Facebook supporters. And thank you to everyone who's ever given just a one-time online donation using our Venmo. If you can, please support us. And, of course, thank you for watching. We really super appreciate it. And back to you, Dana.
Yeah, so I'm just going to say ditto to what Brian just said. And thanks, everybody, for watching our show today and putting all your comments and your suggestions in the comment section. We really appreciate it. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.